So anyways, let's get back to Vegas out here. I had a great time last night. I did a surprise, not so surprise, guest spot at on the fucking the all in tour. Sorry guys, can you tell I've been drinking again? Drinking again, oh baby, I'm drinking again. I went 73 fucking days without the booze, and Verzi, Bartnick, and Lawhead all came in Saturday night after my second show over here at the Mirage. And I came back to my room, and I was waiting for them. They were on their way up. Kevin Shea opened for me. All right? So all the fucking maniacs were out here. And I'm sitting there with the lovely Nia, and she's going, I'm tired. I'm like, I'm tired too. I swear to God, if these guys weren't in town, I would just go to bed. And they showed up. We had a couple of drinks. We had some cigars sitting on the table. And I go to my wife, hey, you know what? We're just going to go outside, smoke this cigar. I'll be back in a couple hours or whatever. And that was like I don't know what that was. That was probably just a little bit after midnight. And I started drinking, and I just became that guy. That guy who just wants to keep going and does not want to go home. And Bartnick was joking, said what we did was basically they could have shot a commercial for Las Vegas is what we did. I hate to say it. We just did old school Vegas shit that was not old school when I first started coming to Vegas, but I've been out here for 15 years, and like the new school's going to that DJ shit. So I don't even know what the fuck we did. I think we ended up over the Venetian. And we were already smoking cigars. I don't really even remember. I was just pounding. Where were we? I played roulette somewhere, and I made money. Then I cashed out. Then we went over to the Venetian. And I remember playing craps, throwing the dice. And I just kept going, hey. I started yelling at everybody saying, I'm throwing numbers over here, right? And I just started throwing. And I did what I always did. I bet the 6, the 8, and the pass bar. I should have bet the point. I hit the point twice. I threw like fucking, 12, 15 numbers in a row. You know, I was bullshitting, man. I had like $5 on each fucking thing or whatever. I made a couple $100 because I was too drunk to realize, like, Bill, you know what? You're feeling it. Why not throw down a little bit more? But I didn't. And I just remember people on the other end of the table were going, hey, you're Bill Burr. You're throwing dice. I go, that's right there. Button down. I'm throwing numbers. I was talking shit. I was having a hell of a time. Tipping people, doing what you're supposed to do. Laughing my ass off. I made money. I went back over, cashed out. I had like fucking 3 $100 bills in my pocket after starting off with my own 100, so I guess I was up $200. Then all of a sudden this shady dude comes up to us who had this weird little sort of zipper scar on his nose, and he's handing us a fucking flyer. Oh, wait, somewhere in there I met these 2 Asian chicks, and I talked them back into their dreams. I can't answer that. This one girl, she was an accountant. She wanted to be in fashion. And I was like, so go do that. She's like, do you really think I can? I'm like, yeah, you totally can. Just keep your day job and just start working on the fashion thing, and then eventually fashion thing will surpass your other thing. She was like, you're so awesome. And all I'm thinking in my head is, this is why that fucking guy was able to buy where the Houston Rockets used to play and go in there and talk about Jesus. What the fuck is that guy's name? You know that guy, oh, what is his fucking name? He's got the squinty eyes. He closes his eyes and he sits there, Jesus wants you to have a popsicle. He wants you to, all you got to do is just tell people what they want to hear. And I was totally sincere when I told this woman to go follow her dreams. But I didn't really give her any sort of concrete plan. All I did was just tell her that she could do it. And it made her feel good. So I did do a good thing. But you know something? If the bottom falls out of stand-up comedy, that's what I'm going to turn into a motivational speaker. I would absolutely crush it because I already know how to make people laugh. And then rather than being a negative cunt, I would totally turn it. I would finally take off like, you know when Spider-Man wears that black suit and he can't control it and he starts acting like a cunt, starts talking shit to women and spraying web juice in their face. Then he goes back to the classic red and blue, and then he's like, oh, I'm sorry about that, sweetie. Let me get that. Oh, shit, I didn't finish that fucking story. So this guy with a goddamn zipper scar on his fucking nose, he convinces us to go to a titty bar, which really wasn't difficult. And next thing you know, we're in this fucking titty bar. And these women were really goddamn aggressive. Like, the second you sat down, one of them sat in your lap. And I was like, it was really, I'll be honest with you, it's fucking suffocating. I actually was kind of like, hey, can you fucking, let me just get my bearings here. But quit trying to shake your tits. They're fake. They're not moving. All right? What do you do next? Shake your elbow? So anyways, we're in this fucking place. And, I don't know. I mean, we're old guys. We don't give a fuck. Next thing you know, it's like 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning. 6 something. We came walking out. It was broad daylight. And I'm sitting there like, the only thing I can relate it to was when I was playing up in Alaska. When it was that one of those times of year where it had like 22 hours of sunlight. And you were inside the club, and you're drinking, and it's about 2 a.m. You're like, all right, guys, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. And then you would walk outside. You'd open the door into broad daylight, and immediately your body's clock, you would wake up. Instead of 2 in the afternoon, 2 at night, it seemed like 2 in the afternoon. It was the only way I could describe it. And I walked out, and all I heard was Kevin Shea's maniacal fucking laugh at like how light it was out. So that was my first night out here. And I got to be honest with you, I'm still recovering from it. And that was 2 goddamn days ago. Last night after our show, I was just like, I sat down and I got something to eat. I had 1 Budweiser and then I went to bed. And I was fucking psyched to come back and go to bed. So that goes back to what I was talking about. So I have to dress maturely. All right, not like I was ever a guy walking around in a tank top. I didn't have any fucking pigment, But I got to tell you, you go down in the pool. Some people, I don't know if they can't see it, or if they just don't give a fuck. Some of the shit that people wear down by a goddamn pool. I mean, it's just like, can you put all of that shit away? Can you put it away? Half the people at the pool should be wearing like one of those bathing suits from the Roaring '20s, where it was kind of a mechanic suit, like that Fonzie used to wear, that onesie zip up, except you would cut the sleeves off and you would cut the legs off. That's what guys would wear. And women would wear the same thing, and they'd have a little frilly thing going around the outside. Now, it's unreal, man. Oh, Jesus, in my generation, it's ugly. The tramp stamps, the barbed wire tattoo around your arm. It's just, it's not a good fucking look. It's just not a good look.